What's up? Welcome back, enchanters, to another X-Men vs. Sentinel 110 scale by Iron Studios unboxing. And today we have none other than Magik's. What? I know. When you think of X-Men the Animated Series, which is what this diorama, the major inspiration from this diorama was X-Men the Animated Series when Iron Studios designed this 2 years ago when they started their concept. And it is that 90s era of X-Men with a very big inspiration from X-Men the Animated Series. And this was a piece I didn't think we ever were going to get. We never saw this character introduced in X-Men the Animated Series, same as Albert and LCD, which if you haven't seen that video, go check that one out. We've never seen these within that realm. This is part of that newer X-Men concept, and we have Colossus's sister. I'm so excited. And what I am thrilled about this piece is just the pose. I've seen some images of this and I just cannot wait to dive in. Now, before we go ahead and do so, let me introduce myself. If you happen to come across this video thanks to the YouTube algorithm, or maybe you were specifically looking for either Iron Studios or this piece, this Magik's piece, my name is Jean-Pierre Bon Jovi. I'm a collector at heart. I collect anything 80s, 90s, and early 2000s related, anything surrounding my childhood, teenage years. We unbox here, from action figures, maquettes, statues, vintage items, and so much more. It would mean the absolute world to have you stay connected here with me. So please hit that smash button, subscribe. It supports this channel immensely and allows me to continuously bring content and reviews. Again, if you found value in this video, give this video a thumbs up. But most importantly, comment below if you own this piece, if it's on your grail list, if you're waiting for it to arrive, or if you're gonna pass on it. Or maybe it's without your means, you don't have the space for it. Completely understand. I'm just so freaking pumped for this, and I'd like to know what your thoughts are, so sound off below. Most importantly, hit that bell to get notified every time we air content every Monday and sometimes Thursdays, so make sure to stay connected that way as well. And last but certainly not least, we are doing a giveaway once I reach the 2,000 subscriber mark, which we're so close. We're less than 400 subscribers away. I will be giving away a $100 shopping spree, so click the link in the description. I do have my website. I do sell a lot of figures and statues. Go check that out. And one lucky subscriber will be receiving a $100 shopping spree, and that will be announced once we hit that 2,000 subscriber mark. So without further ado, let's dive in. Again, don't ask me for price point because I don't recall. And again, you can find the price point. I'm going to link this down below on Iron Studios or Sideshow Collectibles is currently selling this. I believe it's $5 to $10 cheaper on Iron Studios. Typically, that's what it is. And I did get this through Iron Studios, so I do recommend doing that. Their website is complicated. I mentioned that in all my videos. Do bear that in mind. And Sideshow typically mails their stuff out two weeks to a month and a half before Iron Studios does, which makes no sense. But that's the case. Oh my god. The color of this art box. This aqua teal color is everything with black. I'm obsessed. Oh my god. All right, let's dive in. So here we have a zoomed in version of Magik's. No, her eyes are not electric like that. That's just part of the art box. And it says Worlds to Collect on the side. Here we have a zoomed out version of her coming out of her portal. Oh my god, I'm so excited. And again, we didn't get Lockheed. This is my only pet peeve. We didn't get Lockheed with Kitty Pryde, and we didn't get Lockheed with Magik's either. So it's like, why didn't we get a Lockheed? And it says Magik's on the side, and in black and teal it says Magik's. Freaking amazing. Again, the art box is absolutely gorgeous. I'm loving this color story, and typically the color story matches the ensemble of the mutant. In this case, it's matching her teleportation, but not necessarily her aesthetic. We get the black, but I don't know why. I just don't know why they picked this aqua color. I get it, it's her portal, but typically the other ones, the color story is quite spot on. But nevertheless, I think it looks I love that huge, that pop of color. It's one of my favorite colors. So, anyway, I went on a rant there. Sorry about it. All right, so that's what happens when you're a homo, and you know your colors, and you're obsessed with colors. The absolute worst. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in and open this bad boy up. Now you always want to open it the where it says Iron Studios that way up. Always, only always. Be mindful of that. I mentioned this in all my videos. It's been a while since I mentioned it. Do not throw away the art box. Whenever you collect any statue, outside of action figures, any statue that you collect, please keep the styrofoam and art box. You literally lose 1/3 to 50% of the value when you discard that. Very important. So keep it. Today you may love it and think you may not get rid of it. If you're downsizing on your collection, you're moving, you go through rough times and you have to, get rid of part of your collection. I can't stress it enough. Please keep the box. And if you don't have the storage space, I'm not going to tell you to go rent a storage unit because that's ridiculous. You're paying to store empty boxes, which at the end of the day, your collection is not appreciating at all in value, because if it does, you've been paying a storage unit, which is absurd. But if you are going to be a statue collector and you want to collect statues, make sure you have the space to store boxes. I can't stress that enough. If you don't have the space and your intention is to throw this away, then collecting statues of any form is not for you. And I may get some lashback, but honestly, I've seen it all the time, and it's sad because your piece will be worth absolutely nothing in the future. So part of being a statue collector comes with the responsibility of keeping the box and not storing the box in a storage unit. Not unless you have a storage unit that you use for Lord knows how many other things, and it's not a disservice to you financially, then absolutely go for it. And who am I to tell you what to do with your money, right? So let's go ahead and dive in with this piece. Okay, so we're gonna start with the base. Oh my god. So the base is the Sentinel hand, and again, it's scaled accordingly, which I'm so excited for. All right. So here we have the base. It's going to say Magik's by Iron Studios. Again, there's no edition size to any of these bases. As you know, proximity pieces do not get edition sizes. Only large dioramas sometimes get the proximity pieces. So that's that. Then we have Magik's. Oh my god. Oh, she looks amazing. Sorry, I just want to, I get to experience this. Wow. I mean, no one does this like Iron Studios, y'all. No one does it like Iron Studios. They just don't. So as you can see, she does not have her pointed boot is not on this end because she's literally coming out of the portal. So it gets washed into it. But that is it. Looks amazing. All right, next she has 2 swords. So this comes with a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces in total. How I lie. I think this comes with 5 pieces because there's yeah, it comes with a total with 6 pieces. The other sword comes with the other end of it right here. And then again, her portrait. Oh. Amazing. I'm sorry, I always have to experience this. Their hair sculpts lately, the complexion of the skin they've been using on many pieces, and their head sculpts. I mean, Iron Studios is knocking it out the park. I just have to give it to them. They look incredible, incredible, incredible. All right, let's get rid of the art box and styrofoam. I just want to make sure I'm putting this in correctly. Yep, this one goes right here. So it looks like it's just going to key in. That's it. Simple key in. And then the same thing here. We're going to put, this goes through here. And then this should key in. Like such. Boom. Very easy. They're not magnetized, but they are a snug, great fit. What is magnetized is going to be her head. So let's go ahead and add this piece. Boom. Freaking amazing, y'all. I can't even right now. So let's zoom in on this piece. Now we are going to do an up close and personal on this. I'm just beyond myself. So here we have that Sentinel hand. She's coming out. She's teleporting out of his hand. It looks out of his hand. She's coming out. It looks amazing, or maybe going in, but it looks phenomenal. Let's start with her boot straps. Look at this incredible detail. And again, we're going to zoom y'all in even closer. Freaking amazing. Her stockings, like her legging stockings, look phenomenal. The belt buckle detail is amazing. Even the silver zipper detail and how the zipper is ribbed, freaking amazing. The rib leggings, those thigh-high leggings are freaking gorgeous. This is an incredible detail we've never seen before. She has dimples right above her bum. That's amazing. Like, the detail on that is incredible. She has a subtle bust area. There's the X logo on her shoulder pad. Again, look at the details here. The gloves. I mean, it looks seamless. No pun intended, because you can't see any of the seams either. It looks incredible. Here she has her silver sword with red. And then here she has the yellow behind her. And then the details on her face. Now her eyes are whited out. And they have like a spark to them. I love the headdress piece. That looks amazing. The blonde hair that it has this ombre, a little bit of hues, a little bit of brown, some burnt orange hues, looks freaking spectacular. And again, her spiked shoulder pads, freaking phenomenal. Let's dive in closer. Let's give this a final review. And let me know what your thoughts are. All right, so here we have her. I mean, absolutely spectacular. I want you to get a closer, more in-depth view of her portrait. Look at that. Her eyes look incredible. Again, look at the rib details on her thigh highs. This zipper on her boots looks amazing. The belt buckles, there's the portal. The dimples, as I mentioned, how amazing is that? I mean, absolutely spectacular piece. I can't even right now with how freaking amazing this piece is. I'm going to have to give this piece a solid, just like based on the concept. There is a bit of a wiggle, but again, it's staying in place. It's not magnetized, but there is a wiggle going on there. I have to give this piece a solid 9.5. It looks absolutely spectacular. I'm so curious to know what your thoughts are. I'm beyond impressed, and if you'll be adding this to your collection, don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up. Hit that smash button below. Do consider subscribing. It takes less than a second. And of course, hit that bell to get notified every time I bring content to you. We have so many additional reviews coming up. The next one we have is the X23, which has not been highly anticipated due to her facial portrait, but we'll dive into that ourselves and let's see if let's see if that's the case. But I'm actually dreading having to open her next. Let me know what your thoughts are in this series. Go watch the previous video where we unboxed the Deluxe Phoenix, which was phenomenal. So go watch that video. And until the next one, enchanters, keep collecting.